Ladies and gents, welcome to the home of Bristol City, Ashton Gate.
Bristol City, two for the boys in red, three for the fans down Ashton Gate. We'll follow till we're dignified. One for Bristol City, two for the boys in red, three for the fans down Ashton Gate.
No! Oh God! Oh God! I'm only joking. So, I'm quite often hearing and seeing Bristol City Football Club described as the most boring club in English football. This is mostly because of their uninspiring league finishes. Since their promotion back to the Championship in 2015, they finished 18th, 17th, 11th, 8th, 12th, 19th, 17th, 14th and 11th last season. I get it, a little bit boring, but you could argue that with all the financial instability in English football, all the yo-yo clubs, and the fact that, let's be honest, the Championship is a lot more exciting than the Premier League most of the time, you could argue that maybe, just maybe, Bristol City are doing things right. Yes, ladies and gents, we're back with another stadium wonder. I'm not sure if we're going to get inside today. We're very lucky last week at Millwall, but obviously football paradise is here today in Bristol. I say paradise, it's not at all weather, or worthy should I say, of being called a paradise. Anyway, we're going to do the little 360 around Ashton Gate. We're going to talk a little bit about a club that doesn't get much spotlight. Maybe it does around Bristol, but it doesn't in mainstream media. Probably because of the title of the video. Like I said, they've had somewhat of a boring run in the Championship over the past 9 seasons. But again, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Behind me over here, we've got Bristol City's highest ever goal scorer. He's got a stand named after him, which I think's the other side of the ground. Now, I'm absolutely going to murder his name, so Bristol City fans, correct me when I'm wrong in the comments below. John Atieo. He basically scored 350 goals in 645 appearances from 1951 to 1966, when, of course, England last brought it home. Maybe this is an omen. England, somehow, some way, has a film minister in the quarterfinals of Euro 2024. Maybe the statue of John is an omen that England will once again bring it home. Who knows? So, over here we've got the wedlock wall, all the names. You see similar things to this when we do other stadium tours. It wasn't a paradise when we started, but the sun is coming out. So ladies and gents, I'm going to start this video at the home of the old ground, which is long gone, of Bristol City, where they've only had 2 grounds where they started playing. So let's head over now to the former home of Bristol City Football Club. Let's go. Founded in 1894 as Bristol Southend, they play over there in the distance at what was St John's Lane Stadium. Now, it's currently being used for rugby, but Bristol City, prior to being Bristol City, Bristol Southend, played here from 1894 when they were born until 1904. I could have picked a better day to film this video. It's absolutely chucking it down. But ladies and gents, as I said, founded as Bristol Southend, but they were a few years later renamed to Bristol City. They played here until 1904, where they set the record attendance for this place of almost 18,000 people. But despite that, they needed somewhere new. They're a Football League club now, and they were only the 3rd club lower in the country, below Birmingham, to join the Football League. The only other 2 clubs prior to them were Woolwich Arsenal and Luton. So the 3rd ever club, more southern than Birmingham, was Bristol City to join the Football League. And as I checked my notes, as a reminder, they were founded in 1894, but their arch rivals, the Gas, across town city, the blue and white half of Bristol, they were founded earlier in 1883, so Bristol City is the newer of the 2 clubs. Bristol City's most fierce rival would be these guys, Bristol Rovers, the Gas, the Pirates. Despite playing in different leagues for a number of years, these 2 bloody hate each other. Right then, ladies and gents, as we always do, we're going to start this 360 from where the shop is. We're going to do the 360-degree wander around the outside, and hopefully finish up in the club shop. It does look like it is open, and as you can see on the club shop, Ashton Gate isn't just the home to Bristol City Football Club, it's also home to the rugby team Bristol Bears. I know nothing about rugby, but apparently a rugby team called Bristol Bears play here. Now, it looks really nice, the ground, on first impression. They did a major renovation to Ashton Gate. I think, was it 2014 to 2016? I've got notes here, let's have a look. Yeah, 2014 to 2016, bit of a reno. The capacity, it's an all-seater stadium, the capacity is around 27,000. Let's head this way, look at this beautiful stadium. I'm going to throw a few generic Wikipedia facts at you, as I always do, and then hopefully grab something from the club shop. By the way, let's just get a cheeky shot of the side of this ground. Looks very stylish. Ladies and gents, did you know that Bristol City were the first team in Football League history to win 30 league games in a season? Despite some initial success though, again, they were very much a yo-yo team throughout the years and faced a lot of financial difficulty. They hit rock bottom in 1982 when the club actually went bankrupt. Now obviously we mentioned their founding date, but I suppose officially they had to reform as BCFC in 1982. A lot of players stayed on, but they had to play with like half the wages. They really were struggling throughout the 80s and the 90s. They weren't the best decades in Bristol City's history. They had Andy Cole play for them in the 90s before he moved to Newcastle. By the way, I'm not actually sure where I am. I've wandered down almost like an alleyway where you've got like bike racks and stuff, but I have seen a lot of staff coming out these doors, so maybe it's where the offices are. I might be approaching a dead end. Those of you who are subscribers of the channel, oh no, not more rain. Well, no, I often refer to my accent as a bit of a Wurzel accent. Now, the Wurzels, the band, actually have a close association with the club, so much so that they actually wrote a song for Bristol City. Again, as I checked my notes, it was called One for Bristol City, and it's apparently now their walkout song. And they do have another song, I think, When They Win. I'm not too sure, but there's definitely a close association with that band. I love the Wurzels.
Bring up the cider, bring up the cider.
Definitely not the most scenic of routes, guys. I don't think Bristol City would want me heading down here. Everyone's been really friendly though, everyone I've spoke to so far, but we are walking down where the bins go, and I think I'm approaching the dead end because the stand I am approaching is John's, let's call him John Atieo, the record goal scorer for Bristol City. This is his stand up here.
Drink up the cider jars, get in quite a star. Well, there's no more.
Dead end, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop into the shop and have a little look round. Let's go. So, I don't want to be rude because everyone was really nice, but the shop basically represented all the accusations towards Bristol City. A little bit of a boring shop. I know the new home kit isn't out in the shop at the moment. They did have a few little nods to England. We joked over there that maybe it's coming home this year. They actually had t-shirts which said it's coming home on them. Very tempting. 15 quid if you want and it's coming home Bristol City top. But ladies and gents, we're going to come back the way we came because obviously that gate was locked. Normally when I come to grounds, I'm normally in awe, but as beautiful as a ground this is, it reminds me a bit of maybe Coventry City's CBS Arena. It's lovely, it's new, it's modern, but of all the nice modern stuff, it does almost take away a lot of the character of the ground. We've got ticket collections over here, we've got a little match day merchandise stand over there, got a Thatcher's cider stand. Let's go and see that. That is very Wurzels. So we mentioned the close association with the Wurzels. The Wurzels' most famous song is I Am a Cider Drinker. And we've got the Thatcher's cider stand over here. Very, very appropriate, very nice.
I am a cider drinker.
One thing I have noticed, and that's how many VIP entrances there are. I'm currently outside VIP entrance 2. There's another 1 or 2 VIP entrance over there. And where we went a moment ago, the dead end, there was more VIP entrances over there. I get that there's probably hospitality in most stands nowadays, but it really shows, doesn't it, that how much clubs and venues are focusing on the hospitality side, the VIP side. I can't say that as a bad thing, because obviously people are paying to go hospitality. But when we moan about the atmosphere at clubs, at games in English football is suffering, it's partly because you've got a lot of day trippers. And I know I probably come under that category because I go as a neutral and watch games and stuff, but I try and immerse myself in the atmosphere at grounds amongst the peasants. I mean, you've got to hand it to them though. There's a lot of bars. You've got a Guinness bar over there. There's a lot of places you can get a beverage here at Ashton Gate. A lot of you have been suggesting us to come here on the channel, but we definitely need to return on match day because it really is hard to soak up any kind of feeling of character and reminisce about old times and stuff when you're just basically looking at a modernised shell. But I mean, aesthetically it looks beautiful, but we can see something in the distance, which I'm guessing is the Atieo stand. Atieo, yeah, I'm going to ask somebody how you pronounce that properly. So the kind gentleman behind me did say it's Atieo. Atieos, hopefully we're saying it right. He did say as well that there's actually a basketball entrance down this way. So I did read it's a multi-purpose facility. We mentioned rugby, but apparently there's basketball as well. For those of you OG subscribers, it's not quite the corner of a football stadium that I normally get quite aroused by, but we've got a cheeky glimpse inside that gorgeous stand over there. This is a lot more up my street, a little bit more rough and ready. This is what we love on Rise Football Paradise. Let's try and find that basketball entrance then. Apparently it's this way, towards where that locked gate was earlier on. There we go then, guys. Cheeky little glimpse inside. Everyone's really friendly, so I do need to find someone to ask, but no one seems to be around. We're by the Dolman stand, by the way. This is where those bins were, down that side over there. But those entranceways, I mean, we were knocking the refurbishment, but they look really, really nice. I'm guessing above us here we've got a scoreboard, possibly.
My lover's got no power, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no fame, he's got his strong beliefs. Freed from desire, mind and senses purified. Freed from desire, mind and na 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 na.
Ladies and gents, we've been let in. I'm not sure officially if I'm allowed, but here we go. What a beautiful ground. Really, really impressed by this. That Lansdowne stand behind me is fantastic. It's the biggest of them all, I think. It's the one with those VIP entrances. But I mean, considering the age of this place, I know again it's been recently refurbed, but it looks really nice. Definitely worthy of a championship club. Again, they're mocked for their somewhat boring finishes over the last 9 years or so. But again, considering their history, maybe that is the way to go forward. Who knows? They came very close in the late 2000s in the playoff final, missed out on Premier League promotion. This ground's bigger and arguably better looking than some Premier League grounds, no offence to the likes of Bournemouth and obviously more recently Luton, who have gone back down. This is definitely worthy of Premier League football. Right then guys, the young chap is coming back. I don't want to get him in trouble, so we will return for a game, like I said, let's not get him in trouble. Let's get back out there. Hope you've enjoyed this little look at Ashton Gate, and I'll catch up with you back outside. Over here, guys, we've got the turnstiles where you'd come through on match day. Top lad, if you do watch this, mate, I didn't catch your name. Thanks for that little cheeky peek. And ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed that stadium, I say tour, more of a wander. Let us know where you want us to go next week, because again, if you didn't catch the last video, my new schedule is Mondays and Tuesdays we film videos in Football Paradise HQ, top 10 kits, best and worst, basically videos filmed from home. And on a Wednesday I'll go out and about, like I've done today, and film a couple of videos to upload Thursdays and Fridays. So make sure you do check out tomorrow's video, because I'm just about to film that right now. And obviously when the season starts back up again, we'll be filming match day stuff on the weekends. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the video I'm going to film now. I'll see you there.